before I do that, actually, I may have just made a trade just before that. Oh. Okay, so Steelers released their punter. And one of the right ends. Because I gave them Kyle Trask, a right end, and a second round pick for this year. Wait, was it this year? Yeah, for this coming draft. And in return, I received a number 5 draft. First round draft, which is the 5th pick of next year's draft, so that'll be nice. And then I also decided to sign Mitchell Trubisky. That way I have 3 QBs. He's cheap, and he can run. Pretty much it. And he has decent carrying skills, I guess, compared to the other free agent QBs. And so, yeah. But now that I realize that they don't have a punter, I wonder if they have no punter now, since I'm playing them. Hold up. Oh, they have Jalen Ramp. Oh my goodness. How are they bad? Oh jeez, okay. Punter. Well, they do have a punter still. Okay. Wonder if he's on like a good contract still. The other guy isn't. Oh well. Oh. Let's get into the game. Because I can. Kyle Trask is a 1 for 2 with 6 yards. That's how much I used him. Oh, so we get to see Kyle Trask at least in a Steelers uniform. I don't know about Kamoko Toure if we're going to see him in a Steelers uniform. There's Kyle Trask leading his new team. Kyle Trask. I remember when he was a starter for me for half a season. But Kamoko Toure is a backup right end, so we might see him a little bit.
It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Salt Lake City Flyers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions.
Well, let's hope that this trade does not bite us in the ass.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Salt Lake City Flyers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors, Salt Lake City, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
All right.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
They'll take over.
So out comes this
Okay,
offense to take over for the first time.
Their own 30.
And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those
Don't
aches
think
and
we're gonna
pains,
see Kamoko Toure
and
this
excited
early
about
on.
playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out.
Well, you
and
can see the
establish
names
themselves
of
here early.
And that bye week coming
the
right where they want
defense
it,
as
in the middle
well.
of the schedule.
When you did that.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Oh, well
Now it
then.
appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
That guy's
While the
injured.
training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Oh, they shouldn't have.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now
This is
down
Mama.
the right side. And touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
Oh, they left him wide
They didn't get the
open.
wake-up call before the game. They got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether
Too
it's a
easy.
big shot with your first
Too
one or a probing
easy.
one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Steelers nothing.
Oh,
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And I'll bet
Oh,
he's
wow,
talking
he's
to his
6'5".
guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up and down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team
I'm
gets an
surprised they
advantage,
didn't
our team's trying to
mention
run with
that
them,
he
and they're just not
is
equipped
new
for
to the
it.
team and just got
Doesn't matter
traded.
whether you're equipped or not, just settle in, get calm.
I feel like that would be a nice addition to the game.
And
Oh,
he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
you literally just gained back what he lost.
Safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety
Oh,
coming up and
I
making
almost
a big
intercepted
time
his
play?
first pass as a Steeler.
He almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be
Oh,
fast
Vincent.
come January.
Oh, man. Oh, that was a heart attack. Ooh.
Partner, are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2,
There we go.
win your division. Number 3,
I'm not going to go too crazy this game.
try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round
Because since
bye.
I'm currently winning my division,
Anywhere in
and I
January,
don't
we're
see the
gonna
Steelers as a
hopefully
threat
that
too
way.
much right now,
3 tight ends in the ball game here
I'm
on
not going to
1st
go
and
too
10.
crazy. I'm going to play conservative.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up
Okay,
at the line
okay.
of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's
Ooh,
complete.
nice
And he
clap.
works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
Gain of 15.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just
There
did
we
on
go.
that play.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And 8. the Steelers
I just
25
wanted some
yard line.
positive yards.
He'll have a
Vincent
first
with a
down inside the
touchdown.
10. And he gets
Let's
into the end
go.
zone for the touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Whoa.
There's not much as perfect
Let's
in
go,
football. That's as
Vincent.
close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That time a 6-play drive.
Steelers nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Draw play to the running back.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped it just short of him.
What it does is emphasize
Okay.
that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
No game.
Oh, has UnEvenwwerox. Let's
And it likely
go.
forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Rondell Moore thought he was
This drive
gone.
starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Touchdown, Rondell Moore.
Zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Oh, there goes one of Pittsburgh's people again. Oh my God.
Plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. Oh. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
21-0 our score after one.
Flyers 21, Steelers nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Number 35, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And the Steelers on
I don't know who he was aiming for.
3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will not get close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the 26.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Flyers 21.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll take a knee there.
To these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Okay. Interesting. Routes.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
I got Smith.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way.
Let's go. Clap.
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2,
there we go, Aaron Jones.
You need a pass rush. Help slow them down.
About time you had some running room.
There, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
And the Salt Lake City first down.
Now back to throw. Going right side
oh,
here, and that's
dang it.
complete.
Oh, are you kidding me?
It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return will be stopped at
Come
the
on,
34-yard
McClaps, man.
line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I starting to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm
I
not
read his
resentful
last name wrong for a second.
I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble.
I don't know why I ended up reading Harris as Jenkins, and I was like, wait, who on my team's last name is Jenkins? Like, I don't remember having a Jenkins on my team.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 3.
They have the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got his man on the out route. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Oh, that sucks.
Look at the size of these players nowadays.
Of course he would step out of bounds for them. Oh, that's funny.
Somehow came back to football. That's really good.
That's a good kick or punt.
Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Oh, and there's that safety.
Goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better
Okay.
idea of what you're trying to
Announcers
accomplish,
are
what you're trying
currently
to go,
drinking.
than the defender.
They said the
So in this case,
Steelers
because you know it, you can
were
make your
on the
cuts with a little
road.
more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature.
I don't think they're
Try to put some
away.
pressure on the defense.
Pretty sure that's the Steelers logo in the middle of the field. Pretty sure we're in Pittsburgh. There we go.
And down he goes. Ross Blacklock gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
I just realized
Now the
clock's
defense
gonna be
use
running
the
out.
first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. That's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well.
Trying to get one of my speedsters.
That's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Don't tell me it was Roquan.
So far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And now the 3rd down throw.
Oh my
incomplete
God.
as well.
Rucker cannot catch at
That
all.
might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Whoa.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Jeez. How are they not fumbling?
Line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy.
I missed on the hit stick.
There's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey guys, you help dig this hole, See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
13 inches. Come on, defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the
Oh, wow, they're using the timeout. Put that in there. Okay.
As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
That means they're going to have to bomb it. Or they're just going to keep throwing it short.
Back, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So we reach halftime in what's been
Who was going to kick it if they didn't know how to? Okay. Unless they didn't do it. No. I don't think they did anything. I think I'm just hallucinating.
For more of the same, the rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Oh, I thought he made it 25, but okay.
Ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Play to the running back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And again this time to the tailback. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
1st and 10 at the 46.
You're going to blitz. Likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Defended by Julian Blackman.
We got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, Mike.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
7-yard line.
They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
Blackman. Come on. Should I try to go for that?
They need to get to the 28 for a first. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Really? It's no good? I lost the football towards the end. Oh.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Second and 10.
Well, that didn't last long for
I think he's got to be
this
careful
X
not to
Factor.
force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
At the 9-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
There we go. I wasn't sure if I was going to have that one or not. I was keeping an eye on him and on Keen. I think he's my second string tight end.
He's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results
Well
in
done.
a touchdown.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind.
I'm just going to send a quick text message.
They go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now? Start over again.
Of course.
And grind it out.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
How did he not fumble
right
it?
at the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
On the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he
Yes!
fires one that's intercepted.
Kendall Fuller.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Prime time, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's
Oh,
a
and Bolton
touchdown.
gets injured, of course.
Sanders on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the end.
There we go.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Fielded near the back of
Just
the
to
end
make up
zone.
for the
And
missed
no effort to bring this one out.
extra
It's a
point
touchback.
that happened earlier.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Dislocated shoulder. Oh boy. Everyone's starting to get injured now.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Ooh.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
42-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. LaVisca Chenault, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. All day, dog.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that will be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it
right
free.
here.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Oof.
And this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Hundredth carry catch from Clap Smith.
And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced
I don't feel like passing it though.
They knew they'd be in situations.
I want to just kind of run up the clock if I can.
Coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
11 yards there, 1st down. His career already story just keeps getting better. That last carry, CD, he hit 14,000 career rushing yards.
Think about the accumulation of this yardage like you're going upstairs. Now he's at the doorstep of the top 5 all-time in NFL history in rushing yards.
Unbelievable.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Down to the 25.
No.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. It would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it, they got it.
So much for defense in this situation because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe. Meaning, you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede. If they want to kick a long one like that and make it, so be it. You just don't give up the fake. Yet, they did anyway. Poor execution on the defensive side.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep.
Oh
They're
my
going to
God.
celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Oh, the Steelers are too easy.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The ball comes out.
Oh, of course, he fumbles it when he's out of bounds.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I play?
Yeah, you play defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a gain of
7 yards. The pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at their 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Number 35.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation,
Finish with a sack.
Pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Today's final
Big
score,
offensive
Flyers
explosion
41,
leading them to
Steelers
victory.
5.
The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
they will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles.
Okay. It's only Raekwon Davis. Not someone I'm too worried about. If Tucker gets to come back a bit, that'd be nice. Sucks that Mark Andrews is out though. Answer media question. At the midway point, your team's in a good spot. How far do you think this team can go? Super Bowl, of course. 12, so I know we can get there. Per win. Okay. Going to advance. Oh, we're ready for Brock. Okay. My stories. A little more embarrassed to Steelers secondary. Footwork in this one in the right place today. Touchdown, beautiful throw by Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence picks up another touchdown. Flyers relied on the passing game, for 4 touchdowns. Okay. That's about it for news. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it for the Madden stream. If anyone is watching, I will be live again in a short bit. I'm gonna be switching over to Monopoly, because I'm gonna be doing Monopoly on my own. See you then. Poof.